Good morning and welcome to our live crafting session this morning. My name's Jenny McCormack and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm based in the market town of Brackley, and that's in Northamptonshire in the UK. Thank you for joining me today. It's the turn of a new stamp set today with a new week. Let's just bring that out of the worst of the reflection though, sorry. So this is, as you can see, Soft Seedlings, and it's a DistINKtive cling stamp set, which means that the stamp is deeply etched, or I should say finely etched, with the details of the sycamore leaf and the sycamore seed. I've seen quite a number of stunning cards with this. I haven't used mine yet, so we're just starting with a simple card this morning, especially as it's a Monday morning. Morning, Carol. I don't know if you've got this stamp set and used it or not. So as you can see, we have the main image, the sycamore seed, and then 4 really nice sort of handwritten sentiments. So we've got thinking of you, so grateful for you, and hello. And I've literally just got them out of the packet, haven't even put the labels on yet. Oh, hi Kerry, great to have you back. I know you've had a busy time. So this is a basic white card, and then I've got a Cherry Cobbler layer. So we're going autumnal. All our leaves here outside are going shades of yellow, orange, red. And then I've just got, for speed, I just picked up a piece of the decal-edged card that we've been using at Coffee and Card. I had to clear my desk because I'm in the middle of preparing our class in a box projects, packing all of the boxes, and so my desk was literally covered, so I had to clear it to do my Facebook Live this morning. And then it'll, which actually is quite good because it gives me the desk nice and clear, ready for the packing, which will be done later this afternoon. Morning, Scott. So let us just grab this stamp, and I think I might use my Stamparatus for this. Just looking for cleaning cloth. So let's grab the Stamparatus. Okay, so let's position this. Actually, I do want to use a spare piece first to stamp on, so let me find that. I'll just use another layer, that's easiest. Okay, so let's pop that on there, grab some magnets, which I put far and wide so they don't collide. Now I can't find them. How crazy is that? Okay. Let's put that across the bottom. And I haven't got the label on here, but I'm sure you'll forgive me for that. I will label it up ready. And I don't think it matters really which way you stamp that. I think it could go any which way because obviously it's not attached to the plant anymore, to the tree. So let's just pop that on there, just for positioning purposes. Okay. So as it's a new set, I'm just going to use one of my chamois to just clean the surface. Okay, and I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler. There's lots of different things that you can do with this set. Morning, Scylla. And so you can do some multicoloured work using daubers and boss resists, all sorts of things, but we're just going to start off nice and simple for me for a Monday morning. So this is designed to have the detail here, so you can see it's quite light in the middle like you would get with a skeleton leaf. But by doing it on the Stamparatus, if I did want to add a little bit more ink and the like, I can. Okay, that's come out perfect. Quite happy with that. If I wanted to go back, because my Cherry Cobbler isn't really deep, I could, yes, baby white technique would definitely work. Actually, what I might do is grab a little Merry Merlot, because I know I've got a little bit more ink in this one. Yes, I think the baby white technique and the rock and roll technique, which is almost what I'm doing here, which is just inking around the edges. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, so can you see that's I've just inked it around the edges, so you've got the darker piece there. So this is going to be my practice piece, but in fact might end up being my card. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just move this up to the top, because I'm now going to add my sentiment. Just going to clean that off and leave that in place. Turn this round. Okay, and then let's see, what should we have? I wonder if the thinking of you will fit there. It's a bit of a squash on the way that I've positioned it. So let's have For You, I think, because I can tuck that up in there. Now I'm going to pop the label on this so I can see a little bit better the positioning. And you can see I've taken my design off my table, so I've got a bit of a skiddy table now. Okay, so I'm just going to apply this sticker to the back of my For You, just to make it easier. You. There we go. Morning, Jeanette. Alright, so I've got my For You on there, and I think there's something else I might add to this as well, although I do quite like it being quite plain. So I'm going to put my For You here. Let's have a look, and I think I'll do that in the Merry Merlot because it's just a little bit deeper. I have got Cherry Cobbler layer, but I think I'll be okay. Morning, Scylla, and hopefully. There we go. So there we've got our stamped leaf and our For You. and that can simply go on to this layer here. I think what I am going to add is a few little dots from Forever Fern. Just move that out of the way. Sorry about that moving. Let me grab that. And a block. So this will be our stamp set of the week for the first part of the week. So probably Monday, Tuesday, possibly, yeah, Monday, Tuesday. And then I've got our coffee and card design, which I will use sort of Wednesday, Thursday. Just want to give this a little bit of movement. Like that. So if I bring that up, hopefully you can see that a little bit better now. Like so. Really pretty. So you can use, yes, there's the baby wipe technique, there's the dauber technique where you stamp in one colour and then add other colours, which I think would look really nice. Let us stamp the sycamore seed. I'm trying to think what I called these when I was young. Was it windmills, when they come off the tree and sort of windmill down? Okay, so have this in the corner, like so. Detail on that, the shading is amazing. You really can't see it on the video. That's why I'm looking for an envelope. Hi Tracy. Hi Tasha. So that's the inside, and let's pop this on the outside, I think. Maybe I'll put 2 on there. And 2. Like so. And let's just add a little of those, the little dots. There we go. Okay, let's just put this together. Clean that off. Right, so I hope everybody had a nice weekend. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen me having fun with my class in a box preparation. Very satisfying. And I wonder if I might put a gold layer behind that, just to give it, or a metallic layer of some kind. That's the wrong colour. I've got plenty of gold out because we're using that in our class in a box. Okay. So I'm just going to make this slightly bigger than this rather than being in the mid-range. So I'm just going to measure this. So this is 7.5 by 11. So I'll make it 8 by 11.5. Just cut that 8 that way. And 11.5. Sorry, this is just off to the left. There we go. Yeah, just lifts it, doesn't it? Just frames it nicely. Hopefully you can see that. Suddenly realised that my lights are quite a long way from me because I cleared them out of the way. Okay, so I'm just going to literally layer these together. Just going to use my seal. It does, doesn't it? It just sort of warms it and brings it all together. Now what would be quite nice if I wanted to step this up further would be to put the dots on the background, maybe going across, but gold emboss them. Doesn't look very straight to me. No, it will do. Okay, so that's the inside, that's our front, and that's going to hop onto there like that. And we're done. So I'm looking forward to coffee and card this afternoon in toaster. And then we have our class tomorrow. So we've got our in-person class. Just checking that measurement. Yes, that's fine. So that's nice. I'm really looking forward to that. And then it's on to final preparations for our Let's Get Creative all day event on Saturday. So it's all go this week. Right, so there we are. There's our finished card. Hope you can see that in the light. That one, and then it's got the matching sycamore leaves there, the little seed heads. And our finished card. Thank you. Lots of hearts and love this morning. That's much appreciated. So I will be back tomorrow, and I'll be back in the evening tomorrow at 7 p.m. for our next instalment using this. So I'll either be using the baby wipe technique, or I might be doing some emboss resist. I haven't quite decided what order I will do these. But that's our starting point for the week. So the stamp set is called Soft Seedlings. You can find it in the autumn winter catalogue, so that's the one that's July through to December, the mini catalogue. It doesn't have any dies that go with it. I don't think you need it. Obviously you could fussy cut the leaves out if you wanted to. You could certainly do that, but I'm happy with it as it is, even if it's not quite straight. So thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you have a great day. Don't work too hard. I do hope you manage to catch up with some family or friends today in some way. Enjoy the sunshine if you have some, and I look forward to crafting with you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. You can see a photograph of this close up on my Facebook page and a replay of this video on YouTube. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day ahead, and I look forward to crafting with you soon. Bye for now.